Hey, what's up, guys? Steve was sketching things. I mentioned it a while ago about doing like other EDC stuff updates, like collection videos, pens, flashlights, watches. Here's the pens. So I, I always saw, expensive pens and thought, what's the point? But like with anything, oh man, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I got my first Hinderer investigator pen and literally broke it the first time I took it on the job site. I tried using it as a punch and it just dumb. I don't know what I was thinking. It's just habit, something that's So I bought another one and I carried that for maybe 4 months. And I really liked having a little bit nicer pen in my pocket, something a little bit more heavy duty, but I didn't like the screw off cap. So that's when I bought my first Grimsmo Saga. And all I can say is the Saga is my favorite pen. I don't know if I'm zoomed in too much. Favorite pen to use. The quality is absolutely, it's just amazing. The mechanism on it, I think, is great. I just love, and Grimsmo and their detail. I don't know why I'm getting it's like so bright or washed out. Yeah, so this was, I got this on a drop this is number 1943. And I carried this in my pocket all the time. No, I left it. How did I carry that? This thing's pretty much, it's just always sat in I used it all the time at work. I still use it like every day at work. This is like the pen that is designated in my work bag. So I've always got something, to write with. Then I bought another one because I'm sick in the head with a purple, it was purple mechanism. And I don't know if you can see there, that's got their logo. I got one with the maple leaf. You don't see them as much. And I got that pen and it was sadly lost in the great move from 2 years ago when I thrown out in the garbage along with so many other sweet things like a Strider, SMF, and a couple Medfords, and you know that story. So then I bought a Nottingham Tactical, similar size in this, but I got I think it was like the Why Not pattern, copper, and I carried that for a while until I washed it and dried it and it was just a disaster. I didn't realize I but I had bent the tip in, but I had given that to a buddy, and he just sent it into Nottingham, and they fixed it, I think, for like $50 and redid everything because there was just ink all over it in the inside. So I got that Nottingham, washed that, destroyed it. Then I bought this the Oz Machine Company Little John. It's an okay pen. It's not my favorite. It was, it's a little thin. I like I like a size like that or even thicker like that. And I know they make a longer one now. I don't like the refills in it. It's just not my style. I like whatever these are, the Schmidt. I just like a fine tip. Yeah, the Schmidt refill, the P900. I just like a fine tip like that. I don't like the gel inks or whatever the G2 cartridges. So I had this for a while, thought I lost it. So that's when I bought this DLC Saga, and this is number 71, what is that? I can't see. 7155? 7155. DLC. Freaking love it. I mean, I don't know why the light is so. This is in my pocket every day at work. This is what goes in my pocket most of the time, when I'm running errands. Actually, not. I've been trying to kind of get some other stuff in my pocket, but this pen sees more action than any of the others. And that DLC is it holds up great. I just absolutely, like I said, I can't say enough nice things about the Grimsmo Sagas. They're just fantastic pens. Then in November, I took it down to Oklahoma, and this one, you can see the tips are a little different. You can get them, I got the plain tip. This one's got their logo tip. Thought I lost it in Oklahoma on our fishing trip. Like, I tore my bag apart a couple different times and couldn't find it. My buddy sent me the link to this Nottingham Tactical trucker lady one, mud flap girl, and I thought it was funny, so I got it. And I really like this pen. It just seems heavy duty, right? I really like it. So this kind of sits, there's a couple of them that just kind of sit in my little EDC bowl upstairs, and when I walk out of the house, I just grab one. I do have a pen in my pocket most times, because like, even if it's not for work, like at work, this thing's in my pocket 24/7. I don't like using other pens. Like when I have to go, if I know I'm gonna be like signing receipts or signing any paperwork, I don't like using other people's pens. Why, when you have your own? But so yeah, so I bought this one. I thought I lost that, and as soon as this showed up, yeah, that's how it goes, right? Found the other one, but I'm really glad. I'm really glad I found that. Yeah, I think these Nottinghams are great. Tons of different designs, different styles, different. I think you can get them in shorter. They're very similar to this is the fell holder. I'm sorry. The fell holders are very similar to the Nottinghams. I like this one better than my Nottingham one. The Nottingham had a cool button, like a cool mechanism, but quickly on the job site that would get gummed up and not work that great. I've had this Mont Blanc for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, 4 years now, 3 years now. This is just kind of the pen that sits on the desk at home, right by the computer. So, yeah, it's the computer desk pen. And then this was Doug's fault. I bought another Mont Blanc. This is the cheapest Mont Blanc you can find, and it's a twist. But I love the refill that's in it, obviously, but I think it's cheap for what these things cost. I think they're like $250. It's got a bank pen feel to it. But I love the color, and like I said, like these two really sit. Obviously this one I just leave downstairs. It just sits on the desk now, and if I'm shipping boxes, shipping knives out or something, and I'm down here, this just sits on my workbench now downstairs, and that's what I use to address stuff if I'm boxing it up right here. Like I said, this one lives in my work bag, so I know if I forget something, I've always got a pen on the job. Even though I've got a hinderer in the truck, or I mean in the work trailer, if that makes sense. This one is my everyday pen while I'm at work, like I said, go on the road, whatever. This is in my pocket every day at work, and I never take it out unless I'm using it. This one, like I said, and this one sit by the door, so when I run out of the house, if I'm going to the post office to mail, and I don't have tape or boxes or something, and I need to do it at the post office, you know, these are the pens I'm taking, or just when I'm going out of the house, you know. My wife and I went to Lincoln overnight a couple weeks ago, and I just threw this in my backpack, so I knew I had a pen on me, and the desk pen. I think I'm pretty good on pens right now. Like I said, I wouldn't think I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, really 7. I've had 8, 9, 10. So count the Hinder that broke, the Saga that got lost, and the Nottingham Tactical that I destroyed and gave to my buddy. I didn't think I'd ever be a pen collector, but it's kind of nice having options. I like them all for different things. I love the weight and the kind of heft of this one. This is kind of really, you know, kind of nice and bright, and you know, it's got the refill I like in there, so that's nice. So I keep going out. They say that's like a platinum band or whatever. I don't know. The Little John, they were available on the site, and I had lost a pen, so that's when I was like, oh, okay, I'll just buy that. Not the big, like I said, it's just really too thin for me. I've carried this at work for a while, and it was okay, but like I said, I'm just not a fan of that G2 cartridge. So yeah, these are my favorites, followed by these. if that makes sense. So there you go. Those are the pens in my collection. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you later.